Good morning, guys. How are you? It's a beautiful, beautiful morning, and we have got a lot to talk about. If you guys have never seen me before, I want you to go ahead and follow me on Facebook, follow me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram. Instagram is Greg McDaniel, REU, for Real Estate Uncensored. Today on Mornings with McDaniel, we are going to be talking about the rules of life, or there's 7 rules that we're going to be going over the next 7 days. So this is going to be rule number 1 that we need to take a look at, and then we'll obviously progress every single day. I'm not going to take the weekends off. I'm still going to do my mornings with McDaniel every single morning, so that every single one of us, or during the day at some point, depending on what the day is going to look like. But I feel compelled that I need to come on out. I need to hang out with you guys. I need to bring the mornings with McDaniel back. We need to start talking together. We need to stop being so divided. Race, creed, language, sexuality, or your type of religion, any of this stuff. We need to stop all the bullshit. We need to realize the fact that we are still human beings. We are still going to be connected to each other, and we need to help each other on every single level. Now, the presidential debates, the vice presidential debates, man, those are just fucking dumpster fires. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. Those are just dumpster fires. It's not doing anything good for us as humans. So you know what? We're going to talk about rules for life. So here's our number 1 rule today for rules for life. Now, this is number 1. Make peace with your past so it does not affect your present. I was actually, listening to a podcast, one of my favorite podcasts. Good morning, Drew. Good morning, St. John. Rob, St. John. How are you guys? I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts, and they had I'm not going to tell you the content of it, but there was a person that was being interviewed, and something that she was talking about really resonated with me yesterday morning. And I took some time to really reflect on things, and some things in my past, I had to make peace with yesterday. And no, it's nothing big and scary. Just something a couple things I needed to come to. I guess I had to come to light with it. I had to face my past a little bit, and I'll be the first one to admit it, guys. I was sitting there. I was like a 3-year-old kid. I was sitting there sobbing and sobbing and sobbing, trying to get repentance for some of the things that I'd done in my past, and it had to do with animals and my pets and how I didn't treat them right. And not that I beat them, I just didn't give them the love that they wanted or needed, right? And so it got me thinking about in regards to what else have we all not done in our past? What is that thing that's holding us back? We're trying to move forward, right? We're trying to move forward, but there's this clamp on us like this, and it's not letting us go. It's like an anchor on a ship, but it's an anchor on our soul, on our mind, on our spirit, on our mental, capabilities. And I started going like, okay, if I can sit there and I can go through this meditation, I can release this guilt that I have. There's got to be other people out there that are going through the same things that I'm going through in regards to, having something that's sitting on your soul, on your heart, on your mind. And yesterday I gave myself the ability and the opportunity to forgive myself and to move forward and to just look at things through a different light. I can't tell you how much that it brought a weight off my chest. And so I invite you guys to do this. This is a thing that I'm going to be doing through the end of the year. This is hashtag challenge to lead, hashtag 2020 strong, hashtag staying handsome, baby. Thank you, Gene Volpe. That's my boy, Gene Volpe, right there. And so make peace with your past so it does not affect your present. How many of us are holding on to something in our past or telling ourselves a story? We're saying to ourselves, hey, we can't achieve blah because of blank, right? Like, I could never date that girl or that guy because I'm maybe a little overweight. Maybe I don't think I'm the best looking. Maybe I don't think I smell the best. Or maybe my teeth aren't the most perfect on planet Earth, or fill in the blank, right? That their past does not define your future. How many times do we have to go over this? You cannot allow yourself to be held in the past. The past, guess what? It's in the past. It's in the rearview mirror. Why do they think their rearview mirrors are so small? Because it's in the past. It's going away from you. And your window shield, your future, is so big. So why don't you start looking forward instead of looking backwards? Stop allowing the past to be your present. It doesn't have to be that way. For a long time, I thought that I was only Terry's kid, or I could only achieve this or anything like that. But I shifted my mindset, and I was immediately opened up to the idea that I am much stronger, much more powerful, much more influential than I could ever thought I was before, because I shifted the way that I was thinking. We all hold demons in our minds. We all hold negative energy, demonic energy, horrible things that we see and think about ourselves. But if I guarantee you one thing, if I was the school monitor in a playground and I saw you talking to yourself the way you do in your head out loud, I'd beat the fuck out of that other person, because you know what? That's the negativity. Those are the demons you carry with you. Now, demons are very real. Some of you guys agree, some of you guys don't. Whatever, that's up to you. But what I'm saying here is this. What you say to yourself has more energy and more power than you can ever imagine. The old saying, sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I'm going to fucking throat punch the motherfucker who actually wrote that, because that person's full of fucking shit. Words are power. What you tell yourself is power. If you walk into a listing appointment, if you walk into a business opportunity, if you go up for a first date and you're telling yourself, I can't do this. This isn't going to work. I'm not good enough. They're too pretty. They're too handsome. I'm not worthy. That buyer's not going to buy this house. This agent's not going to respect me. This listing appointment is not going to hire me. Guess the fuck what? You're right. But here's the great thing. If you flip it and you tell yourself, I'm absolutely drop dead gorgeous. I am the most handsome man on earth. I am intelligent. I'm smart. I'm beautiful. I'm incredible. I am worthy. I'm powerful. I am this. I am that. Those things manifest, but yet we hold ourselves back. Why? Because we tell ourselves a story, a narrative, a reel that goes in our head, consistently telling ourselves one story or the other. So it's going to be up to you today, tomorrow, the next day, and the day after that. What are you going to tell yourself on a daily basis to make yourself stronger? Stop limiting yourself. Look, guys, here's the real story about this. I need personally what you're going to put out into the universe, and you need what I'm going to put out. We all need each other. So would you guys please stop stopping yourselves? Because your past does not define your present or your future. Now, it does if you tell yourself it does, okay? That's the ironic part about this. If you tell yourself your past defines your present and defines your future, then guess what? That's what you're going to get. But what if, just what if you decided to shift just 1 degree, just 1 degree, shift 1 degree, right or left? I don't give a fuck which way you go. Just shift 1 degree and start thinking differently. Just try it. If you think you're not going to get, my dad does this crazy thing. Okay. The grandmaster, me Papa, T Diddy. He does this crazy thing. What he does is he'll get in the car and he will tell us, and I thought it was completely fucking loony when he started doing this. He would say, you know, guys, when we get to our destination, he did this at movie theaters. He does a lot of movie theaters or shopping centers or stuff like that. He would say, you know what, guys, we're going to get a upfront parking spot. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You're not getting an upfront parking spot. You have your damn mind, right? And guess what? He got a front row parking spot every stinking time. Why? Because he willed it. He told himself. He worked it into the universe. The universe, guys, I know it sounds woo-woo and crystals and incense and burning shit all over the house. It's not. It's just putting your mind to work. Everything in the universe is energy. Everything. This microphone is energy. This holder is energy. I'm energy. This hat is different. Ooh, that is some nasty looking hair right there. Okay, I'm going to put the hat back on. Everything is energy. It really depends on how you're going to wield it. We are all more powerful than we can ever imagine, but it's up to us to actually put it into action. We can tell ourselves, oh, these Democrats, they're fucking horrible. Oh, these Republicans, they're fucking horrible. Oh, right? They're not horrible. They're just people. They may have different beliefs than you do. That's the point I'm trying to make. They believe something. Doesn't matter what side you're on. One side believes something. You might believe the other. But guess what? You're both right. There's not one or the other. It's just both people are right. But I bet you anything. If there was a catastrophe in the U.S., and this is called Project Bluebeam, by the way, if you guys want to look that up, it's not a weird thing. But if a catastrophe would befall Earth, humanity would come together. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, Mexican, gay, straight, transgender, Republican, Democrat. Doesn't fucking matter. We would come together. We would unite as one. And that's where we need to be. And I want you to do that with yourself. Unite as one with yourself. Stop dividing yourself. That's exactly what we're doing. We divide ourselves. We stop helping ourselves because we don't believe in the other half. There is something that it's called the Sedona method. And please go look this up. Sedona method is actually something that I really, 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 really enjoy. And it's something that is the only thing that's ever helped me release negative energy out of my system. Now, a lot of you guys are, why are you talking about negative energy, Greg? What the fuck? Here's the reason why. Because when you tell yourself you can or you can't, then you have some level of commitment to it, right? So Sedona method is this. It's 3 questions, okay? It is, okay, when you resonate with let's say you have, let's say you want to make $1 million, or you want to sell 20 homes or 10 homes or 12. Let's say we want to sell 12 homes in your first year of real estate. Now, on average, the average real estate agent only makes $25,000 in their first year. This is done by the Texas Association of Realtors that did this study. So if you're like, okay, that's the standard of only making $25,000 a year in your first year, but you're like, fuck that shit, dude. I'm gonna do 12 deals this first year. And all of a sudden you get this weight, this heaviness on your chest or on the shoulders or in your head or something like that. Ow, fucking table. And you're like, I want to make this money, but I don't know how. Well, this is it. Here are your 3 questions, guys. Now, when you ask these questions, write this down. I'm giving you guys time to get paper and pen. Write these down or go Google the Sedona method and research this yourself, okay? You say to yourself, okay, I want to make $1 million. You're like, oh, too much. I can't make it. Why not? Well, here it is. 3 questions. Ready? You guys should have had time to get paper and pen by now. You ask yourself, first, you resonate with that feeling. You're like, okay, this really feels fucking shitty right now. And this goes back to not holding yourself back. The original question of this whole thing of, the rules of life is make peace with your past so it does not affect your present. That's the whole premise of this conversation right now, okay? So here it is. Resonate with your energy. Do you like it? Do you not? Whatever. Then you ask yourself, could I release it? You ask yourself a very simple question. Could I release this energy? Now, it has some binary answers. It's not like maybe, kind of, sort of, in the future. No, it's yes, no. That's it. And it doesn't matter how you answer it, because whatever you answer will release a level of a negative energy around that. So you ask, could I release it? Yeah, I could release that. Second question, would I release it? You're just asking yourself, would you actually do that? And then your last and final question is, when? And just let it go. I'm telling you guys right now, it might sound foo-foo and la-la land and like I'm a president of Crazy Town, but I'm telling you right now, it's not crazy. Part of my life, I was going through some serious shit. I'm basically always going through serious shit, like all of us are. And I was so heartbroken, so defeated, so in such anguish. I was reaching out for anything to save me. And I came across this book that had the Sedona method in it. It's called Follow Your Passion, Find Your Power. And it's a phenomenal book. So follow your passion, find your power. That book, I listened to it for 18 months straight. Like, I literally broke the CD player in my old Denali because I listened to it so much. And when they explained the Sedona method and I tried it, it was the first time in my life I felt weight fall off of me, because I was holding on to the past so much. The whole premise of this, guys, remember our number 1 rule of the 7 rules of life that we're covering today is, make peace with your past so it does not affect your present. I was holding on to so much garbage in my past, bad decisions, this, that, or another thing. I blamed myself for all kinds of things, and I couldn't let myself go forward. Then I gave myself the permission to release it, and it dropped off of me. I remember where I was. I was in the stairwell that's right over here, walking down, and I was doing the Sedona method through a couple of different things I was going through. And I sat there, and I remember I could literally take you to the fucking step where it took place. I could feel it fall off of me. It was the most incredible thing. I allowed my past not to affect my present any longer, and it was the most freeing thing I've ever done. And I've allowed myself to do amazing things ever since then. So here, guys, I know I'm rambling. It's been about 14, almost 15 minutes. I'm going to cut this off here so you guys can go back to your day. And they're deciding to mow everything right outside my window at this very moment. I want you guys to go, and I want you to do your own research. Go figure out and look at the Sedona method, okay? I want you to see if it's appropriate for you, and if you want to work towards it, please do. It's done amazing things for me. And then I want you to forgive yourself and move forward from the past. If there was a breakup, if you hurt somebody, if you didn't treat a pet right, if you screwed someone over, if you did something that you don't ever want to tell anybody about ever, that you did something really wrong, that's okay. I'm not saying your action is okay. I'm saying it's okay to forgive yourself for that action, because we've all screwed up. We've all done things we're not proud of. But if we allow those to be the anchors in our life, then we're never going to be able to sail forward and be the absolute incredible human being that we all are meant to be. We all have traits and skills that no one else has. And if you allow yourself to see those and then give those back to the universe is going to. This guy's literally driving a fucking running lawnmower upstairs. That man's gonna have to something forgive. Yeah, see, dumb, that's not a good idea. Anyways, I digress. Let's move forward. Allow yourself to be forgiven, whatever that action is or actions that they might be, and be the human being you should be. So, guys, this is our one rule for the day. So again, all of you guys are joining now. We're going to be covering over the next 7 days. I decided we're going to do the 7 rules of life. Okay, this is rule number 1. If you guys are just checking in, make peace with your past so it doesn't affect your present. Now, tomorrow, what we're going to be covering is our next rule. Our next rule is going to be what others think of you is none of your business. Now, that's going to be a fun subject matter for us to cover because I got so many stories to tell. All right, guys, I love you to pieces. Thank you very much. I will respond back to all of you in the comments. Go out there, make it a blessed, powerful, incredible day. I love you to pieces. Until then, boom. Peace. We gone.